Being the age of 18 is probably one of the most important ages of your life. You're going through this phase where you're exiting your youth and you're starting to enter adulthood. And the decisions that you make at this age will dictate how your life is going to look like in the future. I'm 22 right now, and these are a few things that I wish I had known when I was younger. So the first thing, you're better off being alone rather than being with people that you don't really like and that don't really like you. The reason why I say this is because when I was younger, I've always had an issue with being able to fit in with the right group. I would go from group to group, and I would be friends with certain individuals in the group, but the whole group culture was something that I could never really get behind. And the reason why it's more important for you to just be alone is when you're surrounded by a group of people that you're not really overly fond of and you're not really massive friends with, right? You're with them just for the sake of it. It's awkward to go and do things by yourself. You don't want to feel like an outcast. But being alone is so much better because when you're alone, you're choosing it in your terms. But when you're with a group of people that you're not really fond of, you know that feeling when you're surrounded by all of them? You feel alone when you're surrounded by a group of people. The problem is when you surround yourself with a group of people that you're not really overly fond of is you start to trade a part of yourself for their group culture. And you know this for yourself. When you're around a group of people, they have a group dynamic, right? When they're individuals, they don't act like this, but when they're all together, they act in a certain way. Naturally, you're going to try and act more in line with the group. This is called social conformity and it's called social influence. It's a natural thing. It's always going to happen. It's how we just verse as humans. When you're surrounded by the wrong group of people, however, you are trading a version of yourself for this. And as a result of this is going to make you depressed. This is going to make you feel anxious. It's going to make you not know who you are. And the problem with not knowing who you are is you don't know what steps you're meant to be taking now. The next thing is chat to that girl. Listen, I know as a young guy, you don't think you're good enough. You think she's too good for you. Oh, she must be having loads of guys that's talking to her. But let me tell you something that no one's going to tell you. The prettiest girls and the most attractive girls have the least amount of guys talking to them. Why do you think that is? Because every guy has the same mindset as you. They all think, nah. Listen, mate, I can't go talk to her because she must be having loads of dudes message her. No one's messaging her, bro. The only people she's talking to is her friends and maybe her gay best friend. No one's messaging this girl because every dude thinks that every dude is messaging her. So there's actually less competition for the really attractive girls. The girls that you're going to have a harder time with are the kind of like mid-tier girls, that the type of girls you wouldn't want to be in a relationship with are the type of girls who have more guys messaging them. They're the ones who aren't the most attractive, but they think they're more attractive because they get more attention. Go and speak to the girl that you want to speak to. The worst thing she can say is no. And you know this. The worst thing she can say is no. Even if she laughs in your face, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because within 5 minutes, she's going to be looking at some stupid video on TikTok and she's going to forget you even existed. The better you get at facing that fear, facing that anxiety of talking to a girl, the easier it's going to be. The more you get rejected, the more you realise I don't really give a fuck because there's so many girls out there. There's so many girls, bro. You might as well just go and speak to her because the worst thing that's going to happen is she's going to say no. The first time I cold approached a girl, I was so anxious, my face was involuntarily twitching. And I was going like that in front of the girl and I still got the number. So don't stress yourself. You're suffering more in your own head than you are going to be in reality. And the next thing is remove instant gratification. By definition, instant gratification is something that feels good in the now but has long-term detrimental effects. This involves things like your porn, which I know you're watching, like your social media scrolling, which you're spending at least 5 hours a day on, which is your junk food. I know you're drinking Lucozades and you're eating them frozen pizzas. It's your video games. I know you're enjoying playing them, but they're not really serving you. It's your smoking weed and you're going out and getting fucked up. All of these things, right, at your age, I get it. They're fun. All your friends are doing it. But the problem is within a few years, you're going to start to notice that your life is going absolutely fucking nowhere. Because with instant gratification, yes, you feel absolutely awesome. You know, you're living for the moment. Look, man, I'm fucking young. I'm not going to be young forever. I want to live like this. I want to have fun. I get it. Okay, I get it. Let me explain this to you. I want you to think about that 40-year-old guy who's still going to parties and still getting fucked up. You're going to be that dude without a wife, without kids, without a stable job, who's just living for the moment. That's what happens if you continue to go down this path. With instant gratification, it makes you feel like you're going to be moving, but you're actually not. You're basically just a hamster on a wheel. And as time elapses, you're going to get to the point where you're realising you are getting nowhere. All the people around you in your group, they're all going to be overtaking you because they're going to be going off doing careers and shit and whatever. But you're still stuck here, masturbating to porn, scrolling social media, playing video games and smoking weed. You're going to stay the exact same person you are now if you don't remove these habits. And the next thing is fail more often. The reason why I say fail more often is because failure is an indication that you're trying something new. And when you try something new, you get closer to what you want in your life. The type of person who never fails is the type of person who doesn't change what they do at all. They're staying the same way. Basically, they're comfortable. If you want to stay the same person that you are right now, by all means, embrace comfort. But if you want to change, if you want to become this great version of yourself, embrace failure. And what do I mean by this? Well, the best example is going and talking to that girl that you don't want to talk to, or you do want to talk to, but you say to yourself you don't want to. Go and fail and talk to her. Look, man, if you get rejected, you failed, but you're going to feel better for doing it rather than being a pussy and not doing it. The more you have instances like this, the more failures you overcome, the more skill you develop. And the more skill you develop, the better you become at, certain things, whatever it may be. Let's say you want to do sales or something. The more times people slam a door in your face and tell you to fuck off, that's a failure. But the more you do that, that's a rep. And the more reps you get in, the better you get. And the better you get, the more skilled you are. And the more skilled you are, the better your life is going to be because you have more to give and more to offer. So try new things. Give it a go. Who cares if you look stupid? Or who cares if you fail? The people who look stupid are the people who never try anything new and who stay in the same place. I don't want that for you, and you don't want that for yourself. Last thing, results take time. This is delayed gratification. It is the opposite of what instant gratification is. Delayed gratification is suffering today, doing the hard work now, so that you may enjoy the fruits of your labour in the future. Listen, anything worth it in life is just going to take time. You know this with the gym. You have to show up and you go to the gym and you work out, and you're not gonna suddenly be jacked just from that one workout. You have to be consistent, you have to be persistent, and you have to just keep going. Anything that's worth it in life, whether that be a relationship, a career, self-mastery, takes time, and it takes a lot of effort, and you're going to have to suffer. But in the long run, it will be worth it. The biggest thing you need now at the age of 18 is simply patience. That's all I can offer for you. Put the work in, be consistent, be disciplined with yourself, and over time you will see a change. But trust me, from someone who's a little bit further down the line, if you just be patient with yourself and you just keep sticking to what you're meant to be sticking at, you will see the results. Listen, I understand the pressure that you're going through at the age of 18 because fuck me, is it difficult. You've got loads of people asking you loads of different things. Oh, do you know what you want to do with your life? And you just want to tell them to fuck off. But at this moment in time, the best thing you can do is just lay the groundwork for who you're going to become, because you're not really going to be thinking too much about how good your life was at the age of 18. When you get older, you're going to wish that you would have done the work. So the best thing you could do right now with the energy that you've got is just get to work and just do it for yourself, because this is where self-respect comes in. This is when you start liking yourself more, and this is when your life just becomes better. If you're interested in getting more guidance, if you want to transform yourself and become the best version of yourself and overtake everyone that you're around, click the link in my description for my coaching package. One-on-one coaching will sort you out and will get you to the place where you're meant to be. If you've enjoyed this video, like, comment and subscribe. Share it with someone who you think may need it, and I will catch you in the next one.